It's over, Anakin! I have the high...
Ground, you underestimate my power. Ground, high ground. Let's try it. Ground, high ground.
Hey guys, welcome to the High Ground Podcast. And today we're going to talk about, I think it's good. Today we're going to talk about Justice League. And
Justice League.
yeah, Justice League. and maybe a little bit of Stranger Things towards the end because we haven't. But
I also haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, but I mean, like, hey, we gotta at least talk about it because it's an important thing that happened. That's why we kind of leave it towards the end because we figure most of you who got that oversaturated Stranger Things feeling kind of can just skip it if you wanted to. So I've got an announcement. First of all, follow us on Twitter, YouTube, all that good shit. Leave iTunes reviews. We would love you for that. And officially, this episode or this podcast is going to become bi-weekly, just based on the fact that
we don't do it every week.
we don't do it every week, but I think we can at least meet once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It's just the way that it works out with our schedules, and also just in general with. I mean, there might be a couple of bonus episodes here and there, sprinkled in throughout the bi-weekly, in between the weeks, the bi-weekly periods.
Just depending on if there's like a big thing.
Yeah, it's based on what's happening at the time. If there's something that we really need to talk about, we'll talk about
Justice League,
Well,
which we are talking about today.
yeah, but this is a week 2.
Yeah.
Week 2 since we last.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's get into the actual meat of the content here. What's you guys' initial reaction to Justice League?
That's not on that side.
I'm gonna say it was aight. It was
Okay.
pretty aight. They're definitely not fucking with Marvel. I thought they would by this time. I thought they would have figured their shit out by now, but
Yeah.
they haven't.
What do you know?
Yeah, they're like they're owned by like $1 billion company.
Yeah.
Can't make a good movie. But
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, not bad.
Jesse, you want to go next?
You go next. You go next.
Because I actually legitimately I thought it was okay. I wouldn't give it like Thor rankings or anything, but it was okay. It was pretty good. It wasn't shit. I was expecting it to be complete utter shit. I mean, there were several aspects that took me out of the movie. And I'm not gonna lie about that. It was kind of.
We'll elaborate on those.
It did feel a little bit choppy in places too with the editing, and I feel like it needs that extended edition for me to fully enjoy it. But it's not gonna get that extended edition because fucking Zack Snyder's done.
I fell asleep for a little bit of the movie. Not to say that same thing about the movie, or maybe it does. I don't know.
I mean, I think it says a bit, but I stayed through it. I think I enjoyed it. There were several aspects.
I hadn't slept for 2 days at that point though, so that's
Okay, that's important. All right, Jesse.
I
Reaction.
was blown away by how bad I thought this movie was. Because I'm not usually critical about movies like that, especially about superhero movies, because I love superhero movies. But I was just so surprised by how bad I thought it was. I was just like, are you serious?
I mean, that's the holy trinity of DC comics.
Yeah.
Could not make
No,
it.
it was just make it good.
I was just so surprised because I wasn't expecting it to be super bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be super good either. But I was just like,
Jeez, all the time,
Yeah.
effort,
The
and
money.
that went into that.
See, I came in with rather low expectations. And I think that I came in with the lowest expectations I could have. And so I was, in the end, I think I was impressed that it wasn't, I feel like my expectations were lower than what the actual movie was. So
that's why you got.
So that's why I have that feeling of, it wasn't awful,
I mean, right?
I didn't die.
I didn't get up and walk out in the middle of the movie, you know?
Right after the trailers ended and the screen turned black, I was like, all right, here we go. And then first frame hit me, and I was like, oh!
Oh,
Yeah, you'll get some.
Yeah, well, we can
Yeah,
talk about
we'll
that. We'll
elaborate
elaborate on exactly what happened to take us fully out of the movie in the first 5 seconds.
Never
of the
got a
goddamn
chance to
movie.
even get immersed.
Yeah, no,
a little bit.
I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be good. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Here's the
Should
thing.
we give the grades now?
Oh yeah. Let's give the grades and then we'll talk about why we're so angry with this movie. Even though I still liked it.
Many people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
It didn't deserve the shit ratings that it got.
I don't know.
I feel like okay. All right. So, what are you guys gonna give it?
Well, I'll say I'm gonna give it a C minus.
Okay.
You know, it's not like a fucking abortion, but like like it's still not good. It's that
We
good.
promised not to get political, and here we are. No, I'm joking. Jesse, because okay, fine. I'll give it a solid B minus.
Oh, it went down.
No. Well, it started off as a B plus
Yeah.
initially after I viewed it, but then the more I thought about it, and the more a certain character really stood out, you know. And we'll add pictures in the video version. So if you're just listening to the audio
Yeah.
podcast, you gotta get that.
I mean, you
bonus.
probably already know. All
Oh yeah. No, if you want, we'll talk about it in the spoiler
Shit,
section.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
certain shitty
Yeah.
aspects.
Okay.
CGI.
Just
In general.
And with that, I give it a CGI.
Oh my god!
Because throughout the movie, it's just clear, it's just all CGI. I don't even characters are CGI, parts of characters are CGI. That's too obvious. I don't know.
3 letters.
Everything is CGI. I
That's
know.
3
I know
letters.
it's 3 letters. I also give it a CGI.
I know.
I also give it CGI because you ready for this one? I could not get into it.
You thought of that. That took some time.
Thank you.
He's proud of that.
Okay, that was nice. That was nice. I accept this now.
Because the CGI and all those the things that were bad about it just took me out every time.
Yeah.
And I just,
Our very own meme.
yeah. And I wanted to get into it so bad. Because it's
Fair.
Justice League.
Alright.
Alright,
Yeah, hey guys, if you want spoilers, I mean
here we go.
you can legitimately stick around. I mean I feel like most people will stick around because
Yeah.
who actually gives a fuck about this movie? Let's be honest.
Who?
Look, it should have been good. It should have been an A in my book.
Yeah.
And I'm very generous with my movies, so that B minus is a very harsh
Yeah.
rating, I
I
think.
think I'm pretty generous too, but that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I think just the more time that passes,
I think it
Yeah,
was
it's the more
Yeah. But then again, I
Give
feel
it
like
20 years, it might be like, I don't know.
no.
Just like how bad it is.
Oh, okay.
People
How
love
bad it
that.
is?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, so yeah, right off the bat, Superman on the phone.
Shindir combo.
Yep.
Yep,
That's
that's CGI.
CGI.
stuff.
CGI'd it away, and it looks terrible. Looks like a video game.
And
cinematics,
there will
but
be-
shittier.
An image, probably. Well, actually,
Yeah.
not on here
I
because
mean-
that's our logo.
I mean, they have
Logo, yeah.
that logo, but that's not CGI. Actually,
That's not. Well,
actually, it's
it's kind of technically speaking, it is CGI.
Okay.
It's a logo.
Yeah.
Why are we getting into the
But
technical
yeah.
aspects of this?
But yeah, from the-
Superman's face looked like video game cinematics, but shittier.
Yeah, because it's mixed with a real person.
Yeah.
It's like that got that uncanny valley
Yeah.
feeling. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's weird.
Mm.
It's like, and you feel like with the millions of dollars they had at their disposal, somebody could just like, it was like unnecessarily bad. Like,
Yeah. Like, because the very first frame was like this found footage to make
Mhm.
Superman,
Yeah.
seem like
Huge.
be like the guy. The
Symbol-
heroic,
the symbol of
symbol of hope, symbol of justice,
Truth, justice, and American.
and the American way. But it just gets, I don't even remember any of the dialogue.
I don't remember.
No.
anything.
I-
I was,
I really don't.
but there's a reason for that though.
What?
What's the reason?
Reason for what?
why they had to CGI his face like that.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
yes.
yeah, no,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
That reason
I thought that you were talking about the reason for that.
is because of the extensive reshoots they had to do. So Joss Whedon took over reshoots for Justice League, and during reshoots, Henry Cavill, who is Superman, was filming Mission Impossible 6, which required him to have a mustache.
Contractually obligated.
Contractually obligated. And Paramount, which is the studio doing Mission Impossible, they were like, no, you cannot shave this mustache. It is that essential to your character. You do not shave this mustache.
Like, honestly, I think like a fake mustache.
Yeah, like,
would've been
you
so
could
much
literally
better
just
than
give him a fake
CGI
mustache.
off of it.
Paramount was just like,
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
we
so-
have our own thing we
yeah.
got going on here.
so people behind Justice League decided, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna CGI his upper lip.
And then that went through so many people who gave just said,
Yeah.
you know what, that looks good, check. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I read that
Honestly-
the process was like 7 weeks to fully composite. all.
yeah,
But no,
it was horrible.
it's like 2 months.
Yes.
And look at
2 months of world-class CGI experts doing that, and that's what they came out with.
And yeah,
These aren't some guys who's working at like Photoshop or something. Like these are like fucking. I don't even know. Those
Yeah.
guys need to lose their jobs.
I mean,
God damn everyone who greenlit that. Like,
they had so many alternatives too. Like in the comics, Superman has had a beard.
Yeah.
They could have given him, although it made no sense because he was dead.
Yeah. Also, that was cell phone footage. So,
Oh,
but
phone footage,
you could have cut that.
They could have made it
scene out.
blurry or. I don't know.
Could've-
Yeah, the phone footage scene was not necessary to film at all.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
necessary also. Like
You didn't even
like,
need it.
And it was the clear.
Why?
Yeah,
Because
that
that
was
was
the-
job.
There's like this sign is like a river of hope. Literally.
Yeah, it was clearly like a reshoot too because of the
Yeah.
mouth. So they decided that they needed it.
Is the S on Superman's chest like a river of hope? I never had that thought to myself.
They
ever
already
before.
explained it in Man of Steel.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
It means hope in my planet. But they don't need to do it
It
again.
looks like an S.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've already done that.
It was
Yeah.
just, it was so unnecessary, but I guess they had to humanize him. He's talking to children.
They
you
had
know.
to establish that Superman meant something to the world.
Yeah.
Which they did again
Yeah,
in the
they
next
did,
scene.
yeah.
Which I don't understand why they needed both scenes.
You didn't need it, and it just took away from everything.
And so, going into that, the very next scene being that World Without Superman montage, it was kind of.
Yeah, dude.
It took me. It took
Ah,
it. Up.
yeah.
Just how the world is just sadder. Like there was this one homeless guy who had a sign that said, "I
I
tried,"
tried.
and I get it's supposed to be sad, but would that guy have a job if Superman was alive?
They were trying to say like, so Superman is.
He
simple
quit his
hope.
job because Superman.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to say simple hope, but does that mean that he literally like?
Superman is literally Jesus at this point in the world. So, and nothing just works right when he's not around.
Yeah, and it was just a little much. Like,
Yeah.
I was fine with the Black Flags and
Yeah.
general stuff. That made sense. They're mourning Superman, but that much it was
Mhm.
it was too much.
Their boss just came in and was like, well, Superman died today, so everyone's getting laid off.
Yeah, they were playing this like it was a good song. Like
Yes,
I
it was.
almost feel
I
like
gotta
they,
look up the soundtrack for
Yeah.
that. That was a good song.
I almost feel like they included all those extra scenes just to have the whole song in there. And then because it
Maybe.
finished well, and I was like, okay, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of politically charged
There were.
moments in that too, which I kind of I appreciated,
Yeah.
but like
I also
he didn't need most of the stuff that was in there.
it didn't
Yeah.
feel like I feel bad because it had a good message, but it didn't feel in place.
Mm.
So I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like Superman is very much like a comic book character to us, and we kind of go in with that view. But they had to show us that like no, in this world, he's an actual person. He's an actual hero. He's an actual savior. You know.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how they had to do it. You know. But it didn't work for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of CGI, something else I thought was cool, I thought was really executed brilliantly was the parademons. Parademons
Yeah,
were cool.
Yes.
yeah, parademons were pretty cool.
They actually did not look like just some game characters.
Yeah, I thought those
Yeah.
were good. If like Superman looked that shitty, I thought the parademons you know just fucking like thumbs.
Oh my god.
Going off of that, why did Steppenwolf, the leader of the Parademons, look so bad compared to them?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man, it's Devil Jin.
he looks like a
Devil
Tekken
Jin
character.
from Tekken.
I mean,
Later we're gonna get into someone who most definitely looked like a Tekken character, but they came towards the end of the film, so we're gonna kind of push that off.
but I don't know why. Like, the Parademons can look so good, but their leader, the big bad
I
of the
think it's
movie,
because
can't.
like the
Yeah.
Parademons, their faces were like
That's true. They're
like
otherworldly.
smaller and
not-
like, you know,
Yeah.
whereas with like,
They were covered a
it's
lot.
like gear and detail that can focus
Yeah.
on that. But like Steppenwolf's face was very open, so
Yeah.
you saw like, you know,
You saw
instead of
the
seeing like
entire
patchy
CGI.
skin, you had to see
Yeah.
like the complete manufactured face. You
True.
know?
And yeah, he did look like human.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah. Could have been better CGI though. It could have been
All
Star
around.
Wars level CGI.
All
Yeah.
around.
It could have been. He could have looked like Snoke, and I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
honestly, they didn't
Like
have
we
to
don't
use
have
that
much
CGI
of
for him.
Snoke footage, but Snoke looks way more human than.
He looks
fucking
like something that I
Snoke.
could actually see breathing. You know.
Yeah.
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 Whereas like
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf is definitely CGI.
It's like Andy Serkis.
Yeah. Ciaran Hinds was the voice actor. I don't know if they used a face model for him.
Probably.
Probably that's what they usually do.
Yeah. But yeah, it didn't help that he was just giant and
Mhm.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't deny he did look cool in the history lesson scene, that
Yeah.
flashback scene that Wonder Woman gives Batman, basically on the history of the mother boxes and Steppenwolf.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
That looked cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
The whole fight, the war scene.
Yeah. Yeah. It was that unity of like the Amazonians.
Didn't necessarily like how they're
Atlanteans
like
and all.
rewriting the whole mythology and everything.
Yeah.
But they made it look cool.
True.
The large scale battles, like, you know.
Yeah.
I like total war scenes like
we got,
that. you know?
we got a glimpse of Green Lantern. And
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Green
Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Thor.
A
A
couple of-
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Were there more? I
only
thought
saw
there
that
was.
one.
Well, there were a
was probably
couple.
more. They probably.
Yeah, they didn't just have.
It wasn't just one Green Lantern there.
Yeah, there was.
But that was cool, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
there were people with. They were like basically demigod equivalents.
Yeah, there was like these
Zeus,
gods fought there.
Zeus,
Yeah.
Zeus was there.
It must have been Zeus.
That was cool. I wish they could
It had to
have
have
even
been.
done a little bit more with that. Actually.
Yeah.
You know, have like actual audio and everything
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
just a flashback because that was definitely. God damn.
I saw. I saw a lot of people. I thought I saw a Red Lantern for a split second, but I'm not sure, and it wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, well, maybe
There was someone. There was. I saw some
They wouldn't
red.
be fighting on the side of right. I remember one that some of the gods had like auras around them, like Zeus
Maybe.
was gold. And,
Yeah.
I think someone had red.
Hades probably.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
I read
yeah,
that
makes sense.
there was Artemis,
Artemis,
the
red.
arrows. I don't know.
No,
I thought
no, I
the
saw
guy
like that
there-
specific. I
probably
thought I
no.
saw
No, I
specific
don't
like
know about the red.
Atrocitus looking shit. Like red aura, like.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, the history lesson was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It flashbacks.
Great fight. You know what else is a great fight though? I guess we'll go in chronological order and say that the Amazon versus Steppenwolf.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was one of the highlights of the movie.
Yes, that was
They
that.
were just they kept that box moving.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that scene like flows so much. I love
Mhm.
the fucking flow of it.
That's what I missed the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I was like, all right, there it is.
And Steppenwolf was just demolishing it.
Yeah.
It was just
No mercy,
doing
dude.
him dirty, bro. But at the same time, he was going soft on like Hippolyta because you said he wanted him to like love him or like he was there to worship him or something.
Yeah.
He wanted to rule over basically.
Yeah, but he said he like wanted her to still be like the ruler, the leader there and stuff.
some weird.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he like in love with her or
some
something?
weird
or,
stuff
like,
going on there.
I don't know.
Got a little
man.
bit of a crush.
I mean, he was slaughtering those Amazons like he didn't love anybody. It's like it's kind of he kind of made that whole warrior culture look pretty fucking noobish.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
But
Man, he like stomped on a horse.
yeah,
I was
yeah, that. Oh,
I was like, how did you do that?
He killed people.
like, well, why though? Like, tells the girl riding, not the horse. Like,
Wow. You guys are really triggered over Sarah just. I'm sorry, I had to.
But yes, after that, maybe before that, Batman vs. Parademon.
Oh yeah, I think it was before.
Oh, yeah, that was before.
that was before that. But
It was kind of just
yeah.
piggybacked on those parademons.
Also, what the hell? He left the guy that just tried to commit a crime.
He
That
let
was
him go.
also
Yeah, he
shooting at him the entire fucking time. He just kind of casually let him
He
go.
let a robber go. I mean, in Gotham, there's like a million murders a night. So that's the first thing that I want to say. Is that like, Gotham is so bad that there's like the highest crime rate in this fictional world.
Yeah.
I feel like Batman devoted a little bit too much time
To that one guy.
Yeah,
that one guy. I don't know why he like.
Well,
I
he
guess
said he needed to have fear.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter who I guess.
You're like,
Okay.
someone's getting murdered at that moment.
Yeah.
You're like, that's something the cops can actually leave. Just like,
Yeah.
like I'd like to report a
Okay.
burglary. Like,
I feel like he was there for the human element, and that's kind of what I do like about the DC movies, that they do focus on that human element, kind of. So like Batman versus Superman.
humanizing the heroes? Or
No.
How
They don't
people
human.
are
They
reacting
focus
to
on the people.
Okay.
They focus on people's reactions
Yeah.
and all that shit. So like they go street level the entire time. So like that's one aspect. It could have been done better
Yeah.
for this scene in particular. But like even there, they were focusing on that one family. I'm jumping ahead here, but
As opposed to like Marvel, where
Marvel-
the only civilian who gets any screen time is Stan Lee.
no, not even that. The civilians that get screen time are focused on making the heroes feel something. You don't see. That's the one criticism I have about Marvel movies. You don't.
I don't know.
You don't really feel that human element in Marvel movies as opposed to because it's focusing on the heroes only.
Yeah, the people in Marvel
So-
films can get
But
totally
how
just
are you
fucking
focusing?
stumped.
How is this a focus on?
So no. So like in Batman vs Superman, I don't know if you guys saw the extended edition,
No.
but like there's a couple of scenes where it's just Superman going around, or it's not Superman, it's Clark Kent going around interviewing people of Gotham about Batman and how they feel about it, and it's just gets a whole bunch of different reactions and shit.
they try
and
to
it's-
develop people.
they
who
try
aren't
to-
wearing
yeah.
tights.
Like NBC's.
So like
They gotta talk to
they
NPCs.
focus a lot on the people
In the
more.
Ultimate Edition. Though.
No, not even in the Ultimate Edition.
I mean, like, who are
even-
you talking about? I'm talking about Justice League.
Yeah. No, they try to do it here. They focus on that one Russian family that's stuck in the middle of nowhere too. That's so they tried to recreate what they had with the Batman vs Superman.
Dobra noci.
Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Dobra
That's the old.
You guys picked up all the random Russian that I just casually taught you.
that you're putting down. But where were we even talking about?
I was talking about the human element, but like
Human
this
element,
is the
yeah,
parademon
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Why the fuck that guy was just casually there? He was there for the human element,
Yeah.
which is kind of I don't like
think
it.
That's a human element.
No, he was there for like the reaction. So Superman's really gone, huh?
I mean, you could say there's human element to everyone.
There was no like you. I
Like,
think he's human.
He's just a plot
You think
device
about
to
character
get-
development, like he
Yeah.
wasn't fleshed out at all.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. But I'm saying like
I mean, you
a
could
lot
say that
more.
about any
Yeah.
character.
That's what they attempted to do.
Yeah.
That's what they attempted to do. They didn't attempt to.
I don't think it was attempt. I thought it was attempt. It was just a plot device to get
Yeah,
the
he's-
parademon. That guy, in the end.
Yeah, there needed to be a reason for Batman to show up on that roof at that time.
Yeah, Batman needed a reason to go after the parademon.
Yeah,
To have
to be
something
there
to go
and
after.
have-
To have something to be detective about.
Yeah.
Also, he literally dangled a man off a roof as bait.
Yeah, so, yeah.
What kind of Batman is this?
I like it.
I mean, 20 years in, I get that. Maybe like you're more hardened.
Gee.
But like you legitimately kill people. You go against your code. But like I've also seen the ridiculous side of the criticisms where someone pointed out, "Oh, Batman kills parademons. He's a murderer." Like, bitch, we saw him kill more people in Batman v Superman. You're upset about him killing a few parademons?
So that's another thing. I have a question about
Yeah.
Batman in general. Batman never kills anybody, right? Every
Yeah.
criminal in Gotham has noticed that he's never killed anybody. Why are they afraid of him still?
No, they're afraid because he puts the yeah.
What?
The super villains are never afraid of him.
Like, why are like average people like? I guess Oh no,
I mean, he
get
puts
knocked
his fear of
out.
God in them.
I mean, he's like-
eats the shit out
That
of them.
fear is based on the idea that, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But after 20 years, you're not killing anybody ever.
That's why this one makes a little bit more sense because he's
Because
pretty
he does
brutal.
the
Yeah.
brand of justice and all that bullshit.
Yeah, so yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
okay.
works.
This one in this
Yeah,
universe,
this is justified. Like,
and in this
Yeah.
universe, it's kind of justified because he like literally marks you in prison and then you get fucked.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally.
But going on, what's next? Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
I talked about Aquaman, his sky fight. That was just like
That's too soon.
That was,
but okay.
What are you talking about?
The intro.
When he, I mean, we could just talk about Aquaman
In general?
in general in the,
Yeah, okay.
in the movie.
We can start from where you're starting off.
Yeah. In the beginning when he meets Batman,
Yes.
it's fine. I
It's
don't
weird
think
that this Samoan guy just decided, of all places to help, just
Northern Europe.
Northern Europe.
I did think they were going to go a different way with this because
Yeah.
they chose him as Aquaman. They
Yeah.
made him this.
They didn't capitalize on
Islander
his islanderness.
Yeah, they really didn't at all.
Like, it would have made perfect sense for him to be like on some tropical beach, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for the rest of it, Atlantis
Yeah.
be like that.
To be like a tropical, like, you know, like,
Yeah. They're all white though.
Yeah. He goes out of his way to like, you know what?
I mean, we haven't
It's like
seen him now.
Samoa's like, he's like, he's obviously like, his character, like, you can't have Jason Momoa play someone and just say his character is like Finnish or whatever. You
Yeah.
know? He's obviously Samoan, so like,
King,
Samoans are like,
we're gonna see.
they're like,
Pacific
they're like, Arthur Curry, help us. He was like, nah, y'all good. But I'm
I gotta go help these white
actually
people.
go all the way over here.
See,
Like,
I was just wondering about that.
yeah.
He always comes here on the king tide. Yeah. But like, okay.
I guess the King Tide could go other places too, but you just don't really see that. That's kind of
Otherwise, as a character.
And they have to make it like,
Oh yeah.
they had to show like the remoteness of where he likes to hang out, you know?
Sure, so
So,
he's never been caught.
yeah.
And they do make him as a character, Aquaman. They make him cool. Finally. Finally, they did that. So I'm fine with this.
I have something to say about his coolness, but let's finish.
So let's save that.
Finish this guy up first.
Okay. Are we still talking Aquaman? Or?
Yeah, we're still talking Aquaman. How about his throne room fight versus Steppenwolf?
Oh yeah.
Total bitch, right? He just,
He just got smacked against the
yeah,
beat.
that's all
Yeah.
he did was walk in and get smacked. Steppenwolf made light work of all the Atlantean royalty.
Yeah.
Mara did some good.
Mara did more than he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Mara did good.
She
shit.
did this like air bubble thing around it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that was more useful.
That's a little hint
Aquaman just
there.
got smacked.
Yeah.
And that was his role in that encounter.
Which he should be fucking underwater. He should be.
Yeah, underwater.
He should kick. He should kick that man's
On
ass.
land, he's supposed to be like fucking with Superman in terms
Yeah.
of strength.
Underwater, there's no
never
match.
mind being underwater.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So they just nerfed the fuck out of Superman and depowered literally everyone else,
yeah.
including the Flash in a way. But
Yeah.
I guess it's early Flash,
I
so
mean,
yeah.
It's not really Aquaman.
It's not
Or at
really
least
Aquaman.
from what we don't really get any background on him. It's
Yeah.
only from
Yeah.
like dialogue what happened before. Like Mara creates an air bubble.
Yeah.
Them talking, which was also questionable.
We have to just make an air bubble every time they need to talk. Because, like, if you're gonna do that, what's the point in living underwater? Like,
So she creates this air bubble and then talks about how she talks to Aquaman's mom, Queen.
yeah.
But
Maybe-
that's the only background given.
Maybe that's like he doesn't know Neptunian maybe. I don't know. Or whatever the language.
Atlantean.
Atlantean. Why the fuck did I say that? I got it mixed up with Marvel.
No, but I think that just shows how much they cut out of the movie because I know there was supposed to be more
Yeah.
there, but yeah, it's kind of sad. We did lose a lot of that background Aquaman, but there is a movie coming, so
Yeah.
it's already.
I feel like it's gonna be all of
Is
that.
it gonna be
good
a-
background.
Prequel to this, or is it
I
gonna
don't
be?
know.
No clue. They don't give us
All I
any
know
direction.
it's filmed, it's directed by James Wan, so
What's
As long as-
someone else notable he's directed? Because I know that name.
Fast and Furious.
That's I knew that was the one.
Mm.
Fast and Furious.
Oh, no, also horror movies.
Boats, boy. They're
I
gonna
think
be
he
racing
did.
in things.
He did like horror movies. I don't know which ones.
Mm.
They're gonna be drifting.
They drifting boats.
Oh my god.
They don't call Aquaman King either.
So are we gonna finish up talking about Aquaman, or?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the
Yeah.
surfing
that.
thing.
Aquaman, or Jason Momoa's interpretation of Aquaman is fucking Lobo.
Yes.
It's basically Lobo.
They
yeah.
made
He's Lobo. He already has the look and everything. The hair, the fucking size.
Constant screams.
My man.
My
Lobo.
man.
Aquaman doesn't say that shit. That's Lobo.
Aquaman's a king.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Lobo.
That's
they
fucking
made
Lobo.
Aquaman.
It was worse that they can never make a Jason Momoa logo now that it's like been established. Like, you know,
I just feel that loss.
that's
Yeah,
the
just
loss.
like,
That's an L right
Yeah.
there.
But I mean, I'm not complaining.
He's a good Aquaman.
He's a good Aquaman. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining about it. Like, he's a good Aquaman. Could have been the greatest Lobo. It's like how like Hugh Jackman was born to play Wolverine.
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been a thing here, but whatever.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm fine with the way
But I
they
mean-
went with
But I
it.
mean, this Lobo
Aquaman
made
could
enough.
play Tony.
I feel like-
Hugh
If
Jackman
they
could
were-
have played Iron Man.
If
you
they
know?
were successful from the start,
Yeah.
then
They were.
Lobo could have been a legitimate
Exactly.
option, but now it's not.
That's another thing, yeah, that we have to think about. Like, considering that they can't make a movie work with like their holy trinity,
Yeah.
like you're never
That's
gonna
true.
get fucking Lobo movie, Blue Beetle movie. but-
Yeah, I mean, going from that, that's why, since Wonder Woman did so well, it was a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That's why they really highlighted her in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought.
I liked how she had a moment with every single person in the Justice League.
They established
She
her
had
as a
a
leader.
yeah. She had a big yeah. Everybody was like, hey, that one scene where Flash was literally just goes, hey, if she kills you, we're backing her up.
Yeah. and
I was
then-
like, hell yeah.
And in the final fight, she says, "On my lead."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she took, Bruce made her be the leader, basically.
Yeah.
And I am.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Why'd you say
Especially-
Bruce? Like you're on a first name basis with that name.
Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Are you just gonna out him like that? You just gonna out him like that?
Because he wasn't dressed up at the time.
Put some respect on that man's name, bro.
Mr. Wayne. Mr. Anderson.
What else? Oh yeah, we can just go into all the new Flash.
Yeah. See, I liked. It's a mixed bag for me. The very first scene that we see of him is the whole glass on glass, the prison scene. His dad. And he's like, "Don't you ever say that." I thought that was shit. I'm sorry. I thought he that was so terribly acted. That looked like.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I didn't. He could have put more.
Got someone else to play, you know.
No, yeah, maybe.
Flash, you know.
Maybe someone that they've already cast on the CW. Hey, I need the hair thing. I need the hair thing. I need the hair
As
thing.
much as you want to say,
Sound.
you can't say Grant Gustin can do this. Like,
And they would
But hey,
it's not.
it's better than. Don't you ever say that to me.
That wasn't even Ezra Miller. That was his dad.
No, that was Ezra in response to his dad telling him not to follow, not to try to prove that he's
He
innocent.
didn't say that a bunch of times. did
He said it, "Don't you ever say that to me," and he didn't sell it. He did not sell it.
I think what did
It was
sell
weak.
was that it was his intro scene. Why give this big emotional beat as the first scene introducing him? You know what I mean?
I think because
It should've
we were
been
all gonna
the
find
Iris
this
scene.
character annoying, so they want to establish the heart very early on.
I didn't find
not
him.
how it should be.
I didn't find him annoying. He was the saving grace of the movie. After that,
Wonder Woman.
it's just as well as Wonder Woman. But like he was the comic relief, which we needed dearly.
It should have been more earned.
To counter, yeah, it should have been earned through good jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did need that counter relief to
Yeah, but I mean,
counter
like,
Victor Stone's just
He was just
he was a downer. Boy.
I mean, towards the end, he kind of got a little.
Listening to
optimistic.
him monologue will have you turning left on the highway.
So much for
Yeah.
life. Yeah, no, it was.
Did you just
I'm
assume
not a meme.
I was talking about me?
Yes.
When I said Mossman? I was just like, no.
Yeah, like, oh my god, just wanted the drama and everything.
I mean, no, we have to understand his whole,
Yeah, it's a very New 52. It's a New 52 cyborg.
But again, that goes to all the stuff they cut out.
Yeah,
It's
I-
like,
we needed to see the human element of him. We needed to see kind of
yeah, on all the trailers and marketing, you see Cyborg
playing
Yeah.
football and doing
Yeah,
all that
and none of
shit.
that
good
was
shit.
in the movie.
Also,
Yeah.
the fucking I mentioned it briefly, but I don't think anyone was paying attention. We were all freaking out over Barry. Iris was cut out of the movie. The whole
Kiersey Clemens.
the whole him breaking the glass thing.
Yeah.
It was a cool scene to have in the trailers, but they cut it out of the movie completely.
They cut it out for that Superman phone scene.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably exactly what they cut it out for. I swear to fucking God.
And Kiersey Clemens, she's a baddie too, so she could have brought something to the film if they had brought her in there.
I mean, we're gonna see her in the Flash movie, but that's gonna be Flashpoint, so it's not gonna be Iris focused. God damn.
But one thing I also want to ask is like, like every now and then they'll try to make a character ethnic, I guess. Like they made Iris black in the CW show, and they made her black in here. So it's just like, is this like canon now that Iris is just black?
I guess they just.
I'm okay with it. I mean, like as a
glad
hardcore.
you had
Yeah.
approval, Roman.
No, I mean like oh okay. I'm just saying like as like a comic book reader, I was kind of fucking tired of the same.
Mhm.
Iris was just like a constant, like she didn't have much to do in the
Yeah.
comics.
I mean, I think
For a while.
these comic worlds should just reflect the world that we live in.
Exactly.
It's
I have to
diverse.
remember that all these characters were created when everyone was pretty racist.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, true. Yep.
It's
So what are the
just-
chances that everyone with superpower is going to happen to be white? Like,
Yeah. It should just be more diverse. Like, I like what they did with Aquaman.
Yeah.
They chose. It's a good decision.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Geography.
Yeah.
Geographically.
Maori people are like, they have like, definitely have like a focus on like ocean
and seas.
Yeah, so it
Totally makes sense.
It wasn't just thrown out there for no reason.
Yeah. And then, including Gal Gadot
Yeah.
as Wonder Woman.
Cool.
Yeah.
The best one.
Is she kind of, I think she's Israeli.
Yeah.
They don't really flex that though.
I mean,
She's-
yeah. I mean, she served in the army. Israeli army. I think they all have.
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
is. Like,
Everybody. It's a
Yeah.
required thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Where were we?
where was she brought up? We were thinking Flash. She brought up Iris.
Cyborg. You wanna go a little bit more?
Cyborg, the princess.
He's a downer. He's just a downer.
He.
And like, he's such a downer that it doesn't even necessarily lend any emotional weight. It's just like,
Yeah.
he's
He
sad.
really
He's
anchors.
just sad.
He
Like-
anchors the movie in the world that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this no hope Superman.
yeah.
Yeah. True.
He's like, just sad. Like,
And by the end, he's laughing a little
yeah,
bit.
it's like he even says, "Booyah."
Yeah, but
I actually like
No,
the
He
Booyah
didn't say, he
scene.
didn't say it like fucking cyborg and.
No, he says booyah. It's like,
He says booyah like a grown
I mean,
man.
I
He
get it,
said
makes sense.
booyah.
If he went, oh, booyah, it would be
Yeah.
weird.
It would be
Everyone
too
would just
much.
like,
Yeah. No, it would have been so much out of character. For
Just
what we-
filed your taxes, got a big old refund.
Booyah.
There's the one scene in like the ending montage of Cyborg where he changes his like chest plate
Yeah. So like, yeah,
to
it's a more classic looking
yeah.
with like
And
the
I was
solid
like, why
silver.
wasn't that there? At the-
That could have been there the entire time.
Yeah.
But it's like they've recently been doing it where like in the latest animated movie, like Cyborg got his powers through like apocalyptic technology.
Which they're trying to do that.
And they keep doing it like
Oh.
speaking of like Black Iris becoming canon now is like Cyborg being like made from apocalyptic tech like
Yeah.
now just came they've done it like in like 3 things now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I consider it now it is because
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
decided that was the easiest connection to like the mother boxes and
Yeah.
how they can stop it is because Cyborg's connected.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever see the grid? The grid is as in the entity that takes over Cyborg and just
Maybe in Flashpoint.
maybe.
Okay.
He
I'd
said
be
something
down.
like
I'd be
that.
down to see. Yeah, I think I mentioned it.
Actually,
Last
yeah, I
podcast.
feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, the grid. Because we do know that Cyborg is cast to be in Flashpoint.
Yeah. Also, Cyborg's kind of OP
Yeah.
technologically. It's just everything.
He well like he
He's the Matrix.
should
Yeah.
be more OP in the movie.
Yeah, in
They-
the movie, they
All of
could've-
them should be more OP.
But they
They
have
should
to
be
make
on
something
equal
different.
playing level with Superman.
Yeah, it's just Superman's going into that. Superman is way too OP. The Steppenwolf, the guy who was thrashing every single Justice League
Even Wonder
member,
Woman.
smacking them the
Wonder
fuck
Woman.
around.
Yeah.
Superman made this guy look like a fucking.
Yeah, for real. It was just like he just swoops in.
Superman just came in and like bow, and Steppenwolf was like, "Oh, I'm dead, you know."
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I get he has to be like he's like the saving like the savior of this entire thing, you know, but like
Yeah.
they didn't have to do that. Like they could have made Steppenwolf like somewhat of a match for him.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf was no match for Superman.
Yeah.
True. Also, the fucking bullshit. Frost breath.
That was-
Frost breath from like 100 feet away.
Yeah, and then just I mean, like,
I mean,
I like that it was
Yeah.
Wonder Woman that
He
took
did
him
like,
down in the
and
end.
then
Really.
Steppenwolf's like weapon, what he's been fucking murdering everyone with, what he's been blocking every attack with. Superman freeze breathed it and it just shatters.
Yeah, I mean, my thing about that is that it's like he had so many other options because he's been OP this
Yeah.
whole time he's in it. He's just punching, he's doing laser beams, whatever. But he decides to be extra and just do the ice breath from so far away. Yeah, it's just like I'll let you guys take this one. Let me freeze it and you guys can hit it. It was just like let me give you the assist.
Yes.
I was just too much, but.
I also like the line that Bruce brought up. It's like Steppenwolf is the destroyer of worlds or some shit. We gotta bring someone that's more powerful. I'm like, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but like, you should all be as powerful as Superman.
Specifically Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Specifically Wonder Woman
And Aquaman.
and Aquaman underwater.
They
God
got
damn.
Aquaman. He's basically like a Superman that can water bend.
Yeah, so Steppenwolf just walks right in and takes all those mother boxes. Like it's
No challenge.
Well, to
Yeah.
be fair, Wonder Woman wasn't there initially, and she did
That's true.
give a good
I'll
fight.
give that one.
she
yeah.
got no. She had good melee for like
Yeah.
5 seconds at a time.
Well, in the sewer scene, she had like a huge thing, a confrontation with Steppenwolf, but you
I was
out of it. for
I
that.
was never asleep. I was.
It was
groggy.
still just like.
But I feel like it's something.
Like
great
Steppenwolf
would
cleared
happen.
everyone else's side. He was like, "This one's mine." for Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. But she still didn't.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was
She
no.
should have been.
Like at any given time that I saw, she would put up a good melee for like 5 seconds and
And then get thrown.
Yeah,
aside.
yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
"What happened to like, the really strong?"
The warrior goddess.
Yeah. I mean,
Child
I
of
get
the
true.
war god.
I mean, I sure, like, you can say it's been how many years since World War I when she took on Ares, but like,
Child,
Yeah,
it's
but-
like the child is.
And she tried to do what what Gal Gadot calls the boosh
yeah.
a couple of times, and then he just
He
stopped
grabbed
it.
them, like-
Stopped it every single fucking
That
time.
was,
that was also Superman.
That was Superman.
Oh, that was
No, but it
Superman.
was no. She tried to do it several times,
Yeah.
and it was basically some bullshit happened where
That
she
just
didn't do it.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah.
Superman stopped it.
Yeah,
I
let's
get
go,
how
let's go.
Superman stopped
Let's
it.
go there to where they revive Superman.
Oh yeah, we've already skipped around to the final
gets
fight so many
revives,
times.
and he just does not like anybody's ass because he just starts.
I just want to know, how did they figure out the Mother Box would revive him? What was
Yeah. Thought process behind it?
Perhaps we missed it in the cutscene because they didn't know anything about how mother boxes operated.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, Cyborg presumably knows because it's him.
And he
Wait.
presumably told them that
So-
he can bring people back to life.
I think no. I think what happened was basically they figured that since maybe Victor Stone officially died,
Yeah.
so like
Oh, right, yeah, that's right,
that's
yeah.
so like he got brought back.
Cyborg
With them.
Superman.
Superboy.
Super Bowl.
Cyberman.
Cyberman. Also, to be fair, I feel like if you just laid him out in a field and let Superman get some sun, he would have just come back.
They know that.
Then which movie
No.
was it where like Superman was buried and like the rock started floating around?
That's Batman versus Superman. That's where he dies.
So really like that was an indicator that he just came back to life anyway. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to do.
See, a lot of that, like the whole scene, all of that is so, it's obviously reshot because of his
Yeah.
mouth.
yeah.
And a lot of that the stuff they set up is just gone. and we don't know
Yeah.
why.
It's like,
Yeah,
why were
yeah.
the rocks fucking
Yeah,
floating?
where was he going with that original?
Yeah.
What was the original plan?
Also, you guys, I'm gonna go on a slight rant here. Just a slight rant. They should not have done Death of
That's
Superman that early.
But
It
that
was
Batman
way
versus
too.
Superman.
I know, but it's still relevant here because they brought him back like literally 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
Because that takes the entire gravity that he died
That-
so quick, they came back to
No,
life.
but like even then, it doesn't even like yeah. A couple of months passed. I just wanted to make sure that was still up there. A couple of months passed and all that shit. Whatever. The fact that the rest of the Justice League didn't have interactions with Superman is what bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I feel like they needed that connection, and then they needed to kill off Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was way too fucking early. Movie 2, they literally set up. This is basically a trilogy that they set up. Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, Superman dies. What the fuck? And then it's Justice League finishes it off by bringing him back. It's literally the like.
And then he turns so quickly. All he
Yeah.
does is have a talk with Lois Lane.
Yes.
And his main problem when he got revived was that he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't get that because
That's Kunani.
Well, no, he remembered Batman.
yeah, he remembered Batman
So I think-
before Doomsday. Because he remembered Batman as a threatening force. Like, do you believe? Why did you do this? You know what I mean?
To remember such a specific quote.
Yeah. Yeah, he remembers Batman before he died, which like just messes things up. And what he remembers, why doesn't he remember Doomsday?
Why doesn't he remember Wonder Woman?
Yeah, it's just
That's
very.
Well, actually, he remembered the Boosh.
Yeah, but no, she'd already used it once during that battle with us.
No, I mean-
It was like,
I mean, it was just
that
this is very mashed together. They didn't know what they were doing from
Yeah.
all the way from Batman vs Superman.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it's just because they cut so much and they'll add that back in a later
Yeah.
cut or something.
Yeah.
It really shows that.
Well,
they,
they're not gonna do an extended edition. I
Yeah.
think we confirmed this.
yeah.
Oh, they're not.
Because Zack Snyder's no longer behind it.
I
I'm
mean,
hoping-
I
So they
read.
threw those things in the trash?
No, I mean, I read that through like the Directors Guild or whatever. He is entitled to have a director's cut, but it's his choice. And right now he's not involved. He hasn't even seen the film.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I want that extended cut because I want to see what.
So
the,
were they, did he not like split amicably?
I think
Was
he
he
was
like
like
this
personal.
No, I'm not gonna release this.
I don't know.
I don't know.
why he like. Yeah.
But I think it was his. Like it was that sort of thing where it was his baby,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, let's get Joss Whedon to come in here and kind of fix things.
Well, I don't blame Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
I blame studio oversight.
Yeah, that's true.
In terms, and also just the whole, because it's hard for them to plan these big movies when there's
Yeah.
no overall big plan.
Yeah.
Also, Jeff Johns needed to step in. He could have saved this entire thing.
I mean, there are so many people that all this passed by.
Yeah,
And it
that's
shouldn't
true.
have
That's
passed
true.
by.
Yeah.
Um,
To be fair, I think he was working on. He came onto the scene after Batman vs Superman. So I think.
I
believe-
mean, I don't know. It's
But-
still.
Yeah. I trusted you, Jeff Johns. You disappointed me.
You know, after he's revived, right? And
Yeah.
he takes that time with Lois and Martha. He
What did you
becomes
say?
he becomes the true Superman that everyone wanted,
Yeah.
right? That like justice embodying Superman.
Mhm.
But
Justin Greg
yeah, but his whole I feel like that just undermines his whole arc from Man of Steel.
Yeah.
He has this like inner conflict with trying to be human and Superman,
Yeah.
but then he just turns it around by figuring out who he is after he gets revived. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I was just like, what?
But yeah, I feel like the unfortunate thing about this movie is that you do need that extended edition to like
Yeah.
make it feel complete. Because
We
yeah,
need
we
that
don't.
scene
We
where
shouldn't.
Victor
But
Stone is just exploring the apocalypse in Darknet. And he's just like, oh, mother boxes can bring people back to life.
Yeah.
also, when are we gonna? Well, I guess it's gonna be whatever the next movie is called. But like the next with Darkseid shit. But like we haven't
Dude,
done
I don't want to
Apocalypse
see
yet.
Darkseid because Darkseid is
It's
such
gonna
a great
be-
villain, and they're gonna
Yeah, they're gonna ruin
horrible
Darkseid.
CGI.
Oh,
Horrible.
man, they better
voice
not.
acting.
I wish they took the time and focused on
The Omega,
Darkseid.
it's called the Omega Beams, right? Is that what's called?
Yeah, they'll make it.
Those are some of the coolest.
They gotta
like,
ruin it.
But then,
all you have to do is make red lines come out of someone's fucking eyes.
Now that I think about
They're
it,
gonna find a way to ruin it.
now I think about it, it's gonna look like Yondu.
Oh my god.
Oh
It's
no.
gonna look like Yondu's arrow. It really is.
They can bring so many people. They can bring like fucking Calabac, Mr. Miracle. There's a whole like a lot of Apocalypse characters that really get like a lot of character development. They could bring in, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I remember.
Yeah.
One of the best parts of the movie to me.
They should make a New Gods movie, but keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, best part. One of the best parts of the movie, maybe the best part to me, was when they're battling evil Superman. Flash goes in,
Oh yeah. The whole Flash
and then
thing. Holy
Superman
shit!
turns
I
his
had it
head
written down.
slowly, and Flash is just like,
Oh my.
because he's actually as fast as him,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
technically he's not supposed to.
Yeah,
but he's.
But I mean, this is early
he's-
Flash.
Yeah, but
too.
he's just fast, you know.
Yeah.
Like Flash is like all his speed. He's barely dodging all these fucking earth-shattering hits.
That would have killed him.
Yes, he knew that as soon as Superman
Yeah.
was like, oh shit.
Then the best part was that like Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman were attacking Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like in that split second, he's just like, goes after him. And then that just makes me wonder what that looked like in like normal time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where did Superman go?
Yeah.
It's like a fucking Dragon Ball Z fight where it's like catering.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked that little like that blue aura they put.
That whole fight happened in like 0.0000001
Yeah.
microseconds.
Yeah, I appreciated that. Yeah, because like you know normally in these slow motion or speedy scenes,
Yeah.
fast characters they make everything slow motion, but the character normal speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were kind of slow too, just to show. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like that.
I like
It was a nice touch, yeah.
Yeah. But then
That was
they
the
showed
effect that we tried to recreate without him.
lol. Yeah, but then they showed his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put it up on the screen just in case. Anyway, just in case you guys forgot how shitty that CGI mouth do. What that mouth do.
Why did they do that?
My favorite is just the one where it's just. It looks like he's got just has two mouths.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I just can't believe it.
That's the one that's on screen right now.
But
This wasn't the Sci-Fi Channel. This was a $1 billion studio.
for real.
Fucking up.
Yeah.
Hardcore. I'm sorry, but
I mean, you gotta give credit. Where credit's due.
by the
in
way,
terms
that
of-
grade has gone to a C plus now.
No.
The more we've talked about it, the more I'm like,
Like you gotta give it credit to where it brought all the heroes together finally.
Yeah.
Justice League, that final shot with all of them together.
it was. I mean,
The
it
DC
was.
cinematic universe is coming together.
Yeah. I did fucking love it because that's just me. The nerd in me is gonna, of course, fucking love anything where my favorite characters are together.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a DC person than a Marvel person, but the DC cinematic universe is kind of like
Just
turn-
wait till they bring
kind of like-
Manhunting Martian in there, and he just literally looks
oh
like
no, he's
Plato.
gonna. See, no, if Supergirl can execute a decent Martian Manhunter, and
It's a
just
lot of practical.
yeah, but I mean, like I'm saying, if Supergirl can execute it, why can't
Green Plato that talks. It's
Green play?
That's
I'm imagining a green Ditto.
That's what we're gonna see.
But yeah, they can bring it back. Hopefully, they haven't proved that to me that they can bring it back. But yeah,
This was the thing that
was supposed to bring it back. I know. I think there's a chance. I mean, I'll of course watch every single fucking thing. The Flashpoint movie is probably gonna be okay, pretty good, maybe.
Now I'm just wondering, you know that part in Batman vs Superman where Flash comes back? Bruce, ah!
Yeah, they retconned that
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, because now it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense now, because that's
So
like,
what? How old would they? What was he warning them about? Like what was-
Superman.
He's
Evil
warning-
Superman.
Yeah,
Lois is the key.
Lewis is the key.
Lois- I guess it kind of does make sense though, because he's like Lois.
Yeah, but-
But he didn't see him go back in time.
Oh.
That's maybe
Oh.
maybe there was an editing thing.
That's
maybe
like-
that got cut out of the movie
It's
or
supposed to be like
something.
a dystopian universe where Superman is so, you know.
Instead of a fight that lasts like 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah. I wanted a lot more evil Superman because I wanted Lois is the key to actually fucking make sense.
See, that's where the original plan to make Justice League 2 movies comes in. because he would have been evil almost the
The
entire time.
entire first,
The first movie
part.
and maybe part of the second movie.
Mhm.
Then Lois would have been the key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I gotcha.
But instead, Batman just had her right there on speed dial.
True.
Yeah, so it's so important that whole, oh, this is the key thing.
Maybe Batman's a detective. Maybe he figured it out. Maybe he figured it out without needing Also, Flashpoint. You don't know what happened in Flashpoint.
It's true. But it's just getting even messier.
Yeah, no, they're literally.
Timeline, shifting timelines, man.
It's gonna be it's too much already.
Yeah.
It's way too much. But yeah, so that's the wind down for the Justice League
I mean,
talk.
yeah, a lot of the
my grade's gonna keep going lower and lower as time goes on. I can see it now.
But something that might bring it back was another cool fight scene that I forgot.
Oh, fuck.
Start with Aquaman v. the Parademons falling through the sky.
We mentioned
They're
it.
like,
Yeah, you started mentioning
Yeah.
it and then we forgot.
that was
Yeah.
like
that was cool.
fucking
My man.
Mountain Dew extra mixed with Four Loko, just
Four
Yeah,
Lobos.
yeah,
I just feel bad for all the characters besides Superman that get nerfed
yeah.
because we really didn't get to see
Yeah.
their full potential. But
Those could have been like some very cool visuals and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Flash could have like we never saw like Flash make a tornado or like throw lightning or like.
True, and that was established episode 1
Yeah.
of the CW series.
We never saw
Holy
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like
I mean, I
that's-
get he's not battle
We
experience.
never really saw like Cyborg use like his sonic cannon or anything. You
I
know.
think he used it like once.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't
As
that
a
impressive.
self-defense
like,
against
yeah,
Superman.
It wasn't that impressive when he
Yeah.
used it.
Cyborg's not even in control.
Yeah.
With that, you know?
Yeah.
My defense systems.
Ah.
Like that's something that put all that money towards some good visuals right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate how
Yeah.
a lot of them are inexperienced,
Mhm.
and the way they dealt with it by like having Flash go save civilians instead.
Yeah.
Aquaman should have been more experienced.
Aquaman should have been. He's been the king for
Yeah, and it's weird that Batman's so much more experienced than them.
Yeah,
I get that it
that's
opens
true.
up the mentorship aspect, but
Yeah.
his back was hurting.
Superman kind of made strength in melee. Fucking trident spinning, fucking, you know, fucking everybody J up. Yeah.
Injustice
Fucking throwing like some water bending type shit. I know he's not like a water bender, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
some just like a real wrath of the ocean type shit, you know? Should have fought on the beach.
Let's take this to the beach.
Yeah.
At least near water. 'Cause I mean, like, you could take it to the upper coast of Russia.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do it smack dab in the middle of,
Yeah.
like, a nuclear town, you know?
Call a tidal wave and some fucking swordfish.
Yeah.
Just kill some people. Just casually drown everybody.
I mean, the whole, it all felt too easy for Superman.
Yeah, Superman, like he was,
It was too easy.
yeah, whoever side Superman was on was the side that was gonna win.
Yeah, and I felt like it just cheapened the rest of the characters.
Yeah, because like,
Yeah.
especially like they were getting smacked around by Steppenwolf so easy, then Superman came and like smacked.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
this
Seriously.
made him like, okay, so these other guys are just useless.
Yeah, and then Superman left in the middle to go lift the building of people
Yeah.
because he felt like he wasn't needed.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Superman
true.
building with it.
I'll just come back later.
No, but they did say, let's focus on saving the civilians.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
This is like
No,
once
you're right.
Superman showed on the scene, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg had just went home.
Yeah.
Like there was like the whole thing about having a team is like, you know how like the tagline was like no one can save the world alone or something.
Superman apparently
yeah,
can't.
yeah, that
Well,
guy.
Superman can do it with one hand.
Well, maybe he just needs the rest of them to revive him.
yeah, they made it painfully clear.
That's all.
They made it painfully clear that Superman did not need any of them to do anything. Like,
That's true. Yeah.
They're the contingency plan
yeah.
against Superman, but even then, apparently it didn't work the first time.
Yeah, true.
But,
No, Lois Lane is the contingency plan against Superman. Lois is the key. Alright, yeah.
What else we got?
Well, listen to me. Well. Okay.
I really appreciate the true Superman they gave, even though he's too OP.
Yeah.
Like that moment when he helped Cyborg split the mother boxes,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they laugh. Ha ha ha! I should have stayed dead.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I mean?
Speaking of the jokes, I can't even recall a specific one, but so many jokes. You know when the theater, like the production or the director makes a moment where like they anticipate that everyone in the entire theater is gonna like burst out laughing. You know, those kind of moments.
didn't hear.
They had a couple of those moments where you can tell like they were meant to get like roars of laughter, but they all missed.
I chuckled like at like
The,
two of the
the
jokes.
only one that I really appreciated was Aquaman opening up, because everyone was like, I was like, why is he like talking about this? And then he was sitting on the lasso,
Yeah,
and I was like,
I like
okay,
that. Yeah.
I see what you're doing. That's pretty good.
Like the moment when in like Avengers, when Hulk thrashes Loki like that, and the whole like, audience just bursts out laughing.
Yeah.
You could tell they
Yeah.
wanted to have those kind of like just wild outbursts of laughter at certain moments, but it just didn't happen.
I mean, it happened with Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everybody fucking loved Ragnarok.
Yes.
Like
'Cause they had those
every
laugh out
single
loud
joke,
moments, you know?
every single joke landed. Here,
Hardly any.
there were like two.
It was a little
like
that
three
were
times,
okay.
I giggled and like, oh, that's kind
See, my problem is, I
laughing,
fucking burst out laughing at the very beginning sequence, the fucking film footage, the found footage Superman. I was just sitting there, just
That lip.
laughing at myself because you pointed out to me before we
Yeah.
walked into the movie. You're like, "Hey, pay attention to Superman's lip." And I'm like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And then the very first fucking scene.
You were gonna see it no matter what.
I know, but the very first fucking scene, I'm just like, the fuck is that? The fuck is that? As we were leaving the theater,
As we're leaving the theater.
there was a 40-year-old,
Some random guy.
40-year-old guy that was just like,
Randomly come
hey,
up to it.
hey, did you notice Superman was super CGI? Huh? We're like, yeah, mustache.
Yeah, it's just, I think this movie is a testament to how hard doing these types of movies are, like
Mhm.
this team up movies, and they just did not deliver.
Yeah.
You know, they tried, just like that homeless guy on the street
Yeah.
in Metropolis. They tried.
They tried. That he represents
He represents
the
the entire movie.
all the he's Zack Snyder. He tried.
They tried. And I wouldn't necessarily blame Zack Snyder because he had to leave for
I know.
for
Why did
personal
he leave?
reasons. I think it was like a family thing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't blame him for that, but just the whole handling of it by the studio, by everyone involved,
Like so many people should have said, "This is the shit movie. Don't put it out."
or push back.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
Like
they
the
could
Flash
have
pushes people and runs away.
they could have fixed that CGI and given more time.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to make the Marvel comparison. Looking at Ant-Man,
Yeah.
DH Michael Douglas looks better than Superman.
Yeah.
Civil War, DH Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. looks better than
Yeah.
Superman. They could have done it if they had more time.
It's like they had a lot of time.
Yeah, I think it's because they did it in reshoots.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
true.
didn't have enough time to do that fully, and they should have
They
just
wanted
pushed
to
it.
commit to a date probably. And
Yeah, makes sense, studio-wise.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up the Justice League talk.
It's
You wanna-
just-
You want to talk about Stranger Things a little or not?
Okay.
We can.
No, I got season 2. In some ways, better than the first season. You don't see
In
that
a lot of ways, it is yes, but in a lot of ways, it kind of also like takes away. I like the world building.
Yeah.
The expanding of the world building that season 1 built on. I think it's projected to be like a 4-season thing,
Yeah.
possibly. I
The
think
character Callie, I like the idea behind her as this world building, but it was just
that episode was probably
that was
the
my
worst.
favorite.
The worst episode in the entire thing. Because they set it up early on and they never touched anything to do with those people at all. You know?
Yeah, but 11 getting.
And I'm trying to avoid spoilers because this man hasn't seen it. So like we're just briefly going into it. It's not gonna be like an entire thing. But yeah,
11 became a certifiable badass, you know,
yeah,
pretty bitchin'.
bitchin'. This house is bitchin'. Hey man.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's all in all a good series. You guys should
Yeah.
definitely check it out if you're like
If you,
that one
yeah, if
person.
you're on the, if
If
you're
you're
on the
that
fence,
one person out of 10,000 who haven't seen it yet, you should
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, like that. The reason we put it towards the end of the podcast is because it's been talked about to death. We just didn't. Didn't
If
catch
you
up
care
on
to
it.
know how I feel, I liked it. This isn't my fault, by the way. I watched it all within the first 2 days.
I was trying to get other people on board because it was if I had watched if we had all, it would have been just 2 people, you know, it would have been a 2-person podcast, and I'm not entirely sure if we could pull off a 2-person podcast
Yeah.
quite yet. I don't know if we're
Try.
quite ready. I mean, yeah, the only thing you can do is try, but like I was waiting for other people to like catch up, and they didn't catch up in time, and that's kind of. I mean, like I feel like we should have just recorded it, but it was good. It was great actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could have had like I was actually I had like 5 people get into it, so that's my fault. I was overextending my hand. I was trying to do too much, but yeah,
Now that we had that quick little aside,
yeah. Watch it, please, and we'll talk about season 3 for sure.
yeah.
What?
We
What
can
are
talk
the
about final grades.
Oh.
for-
Oh yeah. Final grade. Well,
my grade hasn't changed. Still C minus. Gonna say that C minus. Maybe if I have time to reflect on it, maybe in the future, I'll let you guys know if anything changes. But I have it. That's just,
yeah.
It is what it is. Like I said, I fell asleep for a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
true.
Maybe that sewer scene that we're talking about here. If I
It
go
was
up-
okay.
Do you
It
think that
was-
will change my opinion
No.
of the movie?
Not at all. Not
So,
at all.
You're it's probably gonna stay a C minus.
There you go.
I'm gonna see. It started off coming out of the theater. It was a B plus. At the beginning of this episode, B minus. Now C plus, and it kind of towards the lower end of the C plus. It's more of closer to the C. It's closer to the C, but it's still a C plus. It's like a just
Not close
barely.
enough to a C for Aquaman to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, the more we talk about it, I think the action scenes are the best parts.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that they're like the big set pieces,
Yeah.
but you can't carry a film based
on the action scenes.
because
Yeah.
it's the characters we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just doing a Transformers bullshit. where
Yeah,
it's
this is Transformers.
Just Michael Bay. Just Michael Bay.
And for that reason, I give it a CGI minus.
Oh damn! That just got worse.
Snap! Snap!
Could not get into it minus.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I fucking love your rating systems,
Thank
by
you.
the way. I feel like this should stay.
But yeah, I know I'm gonna see it again eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll change, but really,
I'm looking forward to Star Wars. That's the next
But
one.
you know our opinions now.
Yeah.
form your
You
own.
should definitely go see it yourself and maybe even do a comment about how you feel.
Yeah, how did you feel? Leave in the comments below. Also, leave maybe like in the
Do
review.
you think that if I had seen that sewer scene, I would change my opinion? Because keep in mind, I was pretty much out of it from Jim Gordon on the roof talking to Batman to Superman being reborn.
Yeah, that's a big chunk.
So if you feel
No, I feel like.
See-
See, the problem is, the sad part is, I know you basically didn't miss jack squat. It wasn't. It's not even. It wasn't even that important that you missed that aspect.
we've heard Roman.
I'm sorry.
You.
I'm sorry. I genuinely enjoyed the movie, but it wasn't. It
Comments in
happened.
support of Sleepy Aaron.
Is he right? Is he full of shit? Let us know what you think in our comments.
I mean, and keep in mind, I love DC is my favorite. DC is where it's at.
Would you
for
give
me.
it a CGI plus?
Yeah, would you give it a CGI plus, CGI minus, just straight up CGI? Would you give it an F? Would you give it a C?
How many upper lips would you CGI?
Out of 5 Lobos.
10 out of 10 of CGI upper lips. Alright.
Alright, yeah, this is it. We'll see you guys next time. In 2 weeks, Possibly one if there's anything else to talk about.
2
More than likely, 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 weeks.
Okay, jokes up. All right.
Alright, bye guys. We'll see you in the next one.